Let's begin this broadcast now by bringing you the latest from Greece. The country is suffering from the worst heat wave in nearly 3 decades. Temperatures soar to 45 degrees in some parts of Greece and nearby countries. The heat wave baking the southeast of Europe has now threatened the national power grid as the government scrambled to secure resources which were needed to cope with emergency measures as the people of Europe use more air conditioning to battle the heat wave. Prime Minister Mitsotakis warned that the heat wave was putting a strain on the power grid and asked the Greeks to limit their consumption. To ease the burden on the electricity network, some coal-fired power stations which are due to be phased out have now been brought back into service.
Ελπίζουμε τον χειρότερο καύσωνα από το 1987. Όπως αντιλαμβάνεστε, αυτό έχει ως αποτέλεσμα μια σημαντική επιβάρυνση του συστήματος, καθώς έχει αυξηθεί πολύ η ζήτηση. Θέλω να διαβεβαιώσω όλες τις Ελληνίδες και όλους τους Έλληνες ότι ό,τι είναι ανθρωπίνως δυνατόν να γίνει για να εξασφαλιστεί η ηλεκτροδότηση της χώρας έχει γίνει.
In central Athens, people were seen taking shelter from the sun in the Syntagma Square. Workers with health conditions were also allowed to take time off work. The Acropolis, which is Greece's most visited archaeological site, was shut down before noon local time on Monday to protect visitors from the heat wave as sweaty tourists made their way down from the marble steps. Locals and tourists alike complained about soaring temperatures in the country.
Προσπαθούμε νερά, φρούτα, πολλά υγρά, ανοιχτά ρούχα, φοράμε, άλεπα.
It's horrible. We're from Houston, Texas, and this is hotter. This is hotter than Houston, Texas. This is horrendous, simply put.
Beaches near Athens were packed with people seeking to escape from the heat. In Larissa, a town in central Greece, temperatures touched 46 degrees Celsius, and one man was able to cook 2 eggs outside with no other power source but the heat from the ground. Moving on, German prosecutors say that they are examining a manslaughter investigation into failed or delayed warnings about floods that killed more than 180 people. Germany was hit by severe flooding in the month of July. It raised questions whether enough had been done to warn residents in advance or not. Prosecutors say that they are now looking at whether there were grounds to launch investigations into what they call negligent homicide and negligent bodily harm as a result of possible failed or delayed warnings or evacuations of the population. The police records say that 12 people died at a care facility in the town of Zinzig. The ground floor had been inundated. Residents were left with no time to safely evacuate. A local German newspaper reported that the state's Environment Office had already warned local authorities in Achweiler about the flood situation on July 14th. Authorities allegedly swung into action 90 minutes later, and this was when authorities had declared a disaster and then ordered a partial evacuation in the region. The man who was in charge of rescue services in the worst-hit region has defended the emergency deployment, saying, and I quote, "We did everything that was possible to support the population and carry out the rescue operations." The Interior Ministry has said that authorities will issue mobile phone text alerts in the future to inform citizens of any impending dangers. 26 people are still missing. Towns, villages, bridges, roads, railways, residential areas have been destroyed in the region in what is now being called the worst flooding disaster in living memory. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.